Good morning. It is a dreary Monday immediately post-graduation at Texas A&M, which means the campus is empty and I can catch up on so much work that kind of piles up at the very end of the semester. I gotta get to it. Campus is absolutely deserted. It's kind of amazing. I just scooted over to Jacob's office. As you can see, he has a ton of photos of me and the dogs everywhere and this cool kind of jungle theme. We're having lunch together. We both made sandwiches and it's a good time when things are a little less busy to just take a little break together. Scooted back to my office. Lunch was really good. So you can see campus is like dead. Like there are a few people walking around, but normally this place is a madhouse, which is fun, but it's also fun for it not to be crazy things going on. Gives me time to kind of collect on back work. All right, that was a really long meeting, but very productive. I'm excited. I'm just gonna try to get through some more of my emails before the end of the day. It is currently 3. All right, it's 5:30. My day ran a little late. That's okay. Let's go home, see the dogs, and then hopefully I have enough energy to go work at the new house for a little bit. Come on. Come on. Right, we're home. Took all the dogs for a quick walk. I'm gonna strip the sheets because they are covered in so much dog hair. Yeah, it's y'all's fault. You can't be mad at them though. I think the dogs drank some rainwater because they've been barfing and I'm having to hand feed Stella or else she won't eat and Maggie will eat hers. Poor babies. So now I obviously can't move. So I haven't gone to the house, so I've been doing home stuff, specifically listing little things like pictures and other kind of miscellaneous items on Facebook Marketplace that I know I don't want at the new house, so I'm just trying to sell them. I actually am already up $100. I'm selling a ladder and it went immediately. So right now I haven't spent anything today, up $100. Jacob is making some really delicious Alfredo pasta for dinner, and while that's cooking, I'm gonna go make the bed. Bed is made, Jacob is doing dishes, and I just sold another item on Poshmark. This is a anthropology dress. I had it listed. Somebody offered me $45 for it. Accepted. Up $145 for the day. One load of laundry has been folded, changed over. Dinner is ready. It looks so good. Jacob and I are gonna watch Gilmore Girls. Dinner was delicious. An episode and a half of Gilmore Girls. We are on season 4. And I listed a couple more things on Marketplace. I think I listed like 8 things on Marketplace today. So I was not productive at the new house, but it's 10 p.m. So like the ship has sailed. However, did a little laundry, changed the sheets. House is a little cleaner because we didn't do that much this weekend. I will attempt again tomorrow. I'm gonna go take a bath, call it an early night. Good night. Let's talk about the sponsor for today's video, which is Prime Opinion. I really enjoy researching new ways to make money in your downtime, and I tested out this new survey app myself. Prime Opinion is a legitimate site verified by Trustpilot. It's super easy to use, and it has a really simple interface where you take short surveys and get paid in points that you can then redeem for money via PayPal, Venmo, or gift cards. You give your honest opinion and feedback and help inform market researchers and companies on what you think about products, services, businesses, and more, and you can do it on your computer or your phone in your own time. Signing up takes only about a minute and you can start doing surveys immediately. I really like that it shows you exactly how long each survey takes and how many points that you'll get for completing it. Each survey asks some basic demographic information like your age, your zip code, and other basic household info in order to screen to see if you are in the target demographic for that survey. I spent about an hour one evening doing it, and I completed 3 surveys and I attempted about 10. It will screen you out of some things based on your demographics, but it usually gives you a couple points just for trying. I really enjoyed giving my honest feedback on a survey that seemed to be doing market research for some potential additions to a restaurant app for a restaurant that I actually frequent a lot. I really liked being able to tell them that no, I would not like my chicken app to connect with friends to share who paid for what and who still owes money to who, or share on social media that I tried new flavors. Honestly, I would rather call the store to give my order if it's gonna be that complicated, or if you make me jump through all of those hoops in the app. The survey was honestly fun, and it took 11 minutes and I got paid 66 points. I also sincerely hope they listen to my feedback. If you have downtime waiting in line or at home, you can take a few surveys and rack up some points to redeem for some cash for pretty little effort. And also, if it makes my chicken order potentially more seamless or less annoying, that would be a bonus. Are you gonna get rich or pay your rent with money from surveys? No. But Prime Opinion would be a great way to spend time that you otherwise might spend maybe mindlessly shopping online, instead earning a little bit of money and thinking more about your purchasing habits and decisions. I had fun giving my opinion, and I'll definitely be doing some more surveys to earn a little bit of fun money in the future. You can check out Prime Opinion at the link below so that they know you came from my video. They also gave me a bonus code, which is BudgetGirl10, and if you use this code, they'll give you an extra 10% points on each survey completed within the first 7 days after the activation. To use the code, simply go to more, redeem bonus code, and then enter BudgetGirl10. Now let's get back to the video. All right, I have to go really fast. Rory has an 8 a.m. vaccination appointment at the vet down the street, and it is 2 minutes away, and it is also 2 minutes until that appointment, so gotta boogie. Let's go. Let's go. Rory used to be so springy, and now I have to like lift her butt to get her in the car. Poor old dog. All right, there are the beans. No, y'all have to stay here. Y'all have to stay here. Okay, I'll be back soon. If they had seen or heard me pull out Rory's leash, there would have been pandemonium. So I had to put him up and release him. I know, baby. It's okay. Come on. Come on. Good girl. We can still jump out. All right, we're at the vet. He's got puns. We're doing a little better. We were 50 pounds as normal, and we hate the vet. It's okay. It's okay, princess. Okay, we did very good with the temperature and exam. There's a dog being absolutely tortured back there. All that's left is a rabies shot, which we will not like, but we'll get a puppy cuppy after. Yes, we will. Rule for the dogs is the same as my rule for me. If I have to have like a shot or have my blood drawn or something like that, we're gonna go get a treat afterward as a reward because we were very brave. Okay, so that took over an hour. They were really, really busy, but Rory is legal. We have our little rabies shot and everything like that because on Friday she's going to a company called Scent Hound to get a bath and a nail trim and be like furminated. They're doing like a special entry offer thing, and they did say I don't have to buy or sign up for the monthly membership to take advantage of the offer. I am not going to buy the membership because she does not need a bath and all of that every single month, and also it is way on the other side of town, but it's a good deal for like just for the intro offer. So we're gonna do that on Friday. Right now we're gonna go get a coffee and a pup cup because I have not had coffee yet, and she deserves a pup cup treat. Let's get going on the day. We are at 7 Brew for coffee and a pup cup. All right, money roundup. The pet appointment was $58. The coffee was $6.55. I tipped $1. She was really sweet to Rory. And then there is someone fundraising for like a women and children's thing on the corner, so I just gave them $3. I accidentally made eye contact. We're home. Our running total for the day so far is $68. Coffee is delicious. I get the blondie from 7 Brew, so good, and they're always so sweet to the dogs. We try to bring the dogs whenever we go. I work from home on Tuesdays, so I need to get some work done since we're running a little late for the day, but I was answering emails while I was waiting for almost an hour at the vet office. So Rory's gonna want to drink water and pass out. The little dogs are gonna be excited, and then I'm gonna just jump on my computer, get through as many emails as I can. I'm not sure where the laptop's supposed to go, just on the Wrigley one. Just got out of a 2-hour meeting. I need to stand up. I have a second page to my to-do list, but it was productive. Feeling okay. I just found these sage green curtains I could use for my new house. They're only 15 bucks. So I'm going to go meet her in just a little bit. Change over the laundry while kind of stretching it out. So that comforter is still way too saturated. I'm gonna run it through another drain and spin. It's gonna help. It's a new comforter, so It's also kind of covered in dog hair that apparently didn't float up to the top. Clean dog hair now, but still dog hair. Hello, babies. This is snuggle puss. You get the baby dogs. This is what we're working with today. Moving boxes. 2 buckets of clean laundry. More moving boxes. I need to, bedroom looks good at least. Need to empty that, put away some of the stuff, but that's kind of a later problem. The fit today, little athletic skirt and a top, necklace. I haven't eaten, so I need to eat something. It's now 3 p.m. Pops, girl with the curtains, is ready to meet me. So as soon as I finish these, I'm gonna head out and grab those. Run a couple of other little errands. I'm basically at the end of my day anyway. I work through lunch. So the curtains, they're really pretty. I met the lady at a firehouse kind of between our houses. It wasn't far at all. So now I need to go across town and pick up something for Jacob. And I'm hoping to miss the post-work traffic around 8 a.m. So to pick up something for Jacob on one side of College Station, which is very close to the Goodwill. So I have to run in, right? The college students are all moving out, so there is so much furniture. TVs. These are cute. 40 each. Ugh. 20. Is it meant to be? I don't really need it, but it has my name on it. Oh no, somebody's collie plate collection. So I have a bunch of these bins and I use them, but it's $6.99 and I'm also about to move, so I don't necessarily know that I need another one of those bins. These are cute though. Why do I love this like mini tote thing, and why is it $6.99? This is a little cover for your Roomba. All right, nothing I couldn't live without today. I kind of wanted to try on that dress, but I couldn't find anything else to try on with it. And also all the dressing rooms were full, so just gonna consider that a pass. I have no idea where I'd wear it anyway. Hilariously, all of the furniture was like so very college, but kudos to the students who donated it instead of just trashing it at like the dorms, because that'll be good for some people. Some people will be able to use those as upgrades to what they have or use them in their house, and some of it was cheap. Shame on them for $40 each for those chairs though.
What else?
That'll be it.
Any sauce?
No, thank you.
No, that'll be 70. Thank you.
I have no idea who I think I was kidding. I had a cheese roll and coffee for breakfast and then some pops, and I was like, I'm fine. And then once I actually start like going around town and moving, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm still starving. So I'm going to the new house now. I grabbed some Taco Bell, spending $7 on that, and some water, and I'm gonna try to get keys together and do some other little things. Maybe prep the spot at the back for a shed that I bought over the weekend. I don't know. We'll see how nasty it is outside. But it is 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna go work on that. All right, we're at the new house. Over the weekend, Jacob and I went and picked up 2 things. First was a desk for him. It was $40 on Marketplace. Real wood. I need to repair one handle, but it's beautiful. His old desk is really busted. And the other thing is this shed. So this is a 5 by like 2.5 by 6 resin craftsman shed. You can buy them new at Home Depot right now for $400. I got this for $200. They said it was stored under the carport for like a year. It looks brand new. And they also delivered it, which was phenomenal. So I was considering putting it kind of right here, but I think I'm gonna put it around back of the house. This is gonna hold some of my outdoor stuff that right now is just stocked up on the porch because I don't have like a big shed here like I do at the other place, ladders, stuff like that. Birds have gotten into the bird seed. Little stinkers. Okay, yeah. I think I want to put it kind of right here, and it won't stick out too far, but I did get some leveling bases for pavers, so I either need to build that up a little because there are like some roots. I also need to, yeah, I think I'm actually gonna have to build this up instead of digging it down. And there's also some kind of overflow concrete from the base. So inside stuff first though. I just left my new tenants' keys and their welcome basket inside their door. And I think I'm going to weed spray, even though it's a little hot out. But first, bug spray myself first, because over there specifically, the weeds are just trying to take over, man. Hopefully this will work. All right, let's weed treat. I was worried I wouldn't have enough, but I feel like I have about a third left. The really good news is the lawn over here, basically no weeds, which is great, except over in that corner by the trees. What's bad is that gully between the fence and the back of the house, and that's where things are trying to like grow up into the air conditioner. All of this was completely leveled to dirt like a month and a half ago. These weeds are aggressive and I'm like having to yank them out. So hopefully this will help. If it does nothing, I'm going to be sad because I keep getting insect bit even though I put spray on. As for that wall over there, all of the weeds and stuff are coming up from the other side of the fence. And as you can, like, they've grown the length of the fence and above in a month. So hopefully some of this will help. I'm gonna layer that entire little section with mulch, which should help keep some stuff at bay from growing. But in the meantime, like, we dug all of that out. It's aggressive. I'm gonna go ahead and spray the perimeter for bugs too. I already did the insides of both houses. This will keep out like ants and spiders and roaches. I don't know if it'll help with mosquitoes or not, but hopefully. Okay, that might be all I have for today, which sucks. But it was very hot and I still got enough even though I sprayed myself. So I'm now itchy all over. And there's stuff I can do here. All right, so I kind of piddled a little. I talked with the neighbor and I got to meet their dog, who was very sweet. Apparently really liked the little suitcase of the gift that I gave them. I did some little paint touch-ups, installed some face plates, and just kind of moved some stuff around. I did not have the energy for anything else. Also, my face is kind of burning. I've washed it a couple of times, but going around, the wind caught the spray a couple of times for the weed eater and the bug spray, so I know I got it on my face, which is probably not good. I washed my face a few times, but it's still a little ouchy. Jacob went to get a massage after work, and I kind of wish I had went with him. But I'm just gonna go home. So excited to be home. Let's go outside. All right, time to feed the dogs. Oh no, are you all thirsty too? It is 7:30. Dogs are fed, dishes are put away. I think I'm gonna drink some water and decide what I want for dinner. Jacob still has massage. We're just gonna forage tonight, which is what we call just kind of fending for ourselves. I might do like a grilled cheese and tomato soup. That sounds kind of good, but I'm gonna sit down for a second first. Of course, this is empty. That's my fault. They've been waiting for you by the door.
This is baby dogs. Baby dogs.
They ate all their dinner.
Good.
Do you need help with groceries?
No, I'll get it here in a second.
How was your massage?
Okay.
So brought me home a TV dinner. That's one of my favorites, like little charbroiled steak bites and tater tots. And also at H-E-B, strawberry containers were on sale for 98 cents or something each. So now we have like 8 in the fridge. And I'm having strawberries, tater tots, and little steak bites for dinner, which is, it's gonna hit the spot. All clean, going to bed. See you tomorrow. Happy Wednesday. Bed is made, dogs are fed. Had to hand feed Stella because she's been very picky lately. I don't feel like making a lunch, but I will regret that later if I don't. Let's get dressed. This is the fit for today. Very comfy. I realized that I don't have any more coffee creamer at the office, and today is not a day to take my coffee black. So I'm running to the Dollar Tree that's across from campus before work. I also might get some snacks. Oh, thank goodness. They only had the Splenda kind in the aisle. These are really great and so cheap compared to, like, you can buy just one of these little pails for $3 at Lowe's. So good, disposable if they're gonna get nasty. All right, 2 snacks. 2 little tools for the house. These are really good, by the way. I go through them all the time. And I don't love paying $3 for a small thing of coffee creamer when you could get a full size at the regular store, but we're paying for convenience here. And now I'm headed to work. If you were wondering, yes, I am very late, but I'll just work through lunch, and also my schedule's a little more flexible now as manager, so it'll be fine. Parked at the closer garage today because there's nobody on campus really, and it'll be fine. So I don't remember if I said, but on Monday I was up $145 and didn't spend anything. Tuesday was down $91, and today so far I'm minus $855. Okay, finally. And I'm also alone in the office, so. I remembered I needed to place a Home Depot order, and I just did for $75 and something cents. It is for pavers, paver sand, the 2 different types, the leveling and the ground, and some pea gravel. And I wanted to do Home Depot pickup because they will load all of that into my car for me, and that's gonna be the base for the shed. So I'll go pick that up after work today, and then I'll have it kind of ready to go. It'll save me a lot of physical labor. After 2 p.m., I've had a headache all day. Scooted over to the MSC. Jacob says there is a couch in the basement that would be great for a little snuggle, just to take a break. Jacob is getting me a drink. Hopefully it will pep me up. Snuggles also helped. Thank you, baby. I'm okay. After snuggling with Jacob for a few minutes at the MSC, I stopped by my boss's office. I had a meeting with her that lasted like an hour, and now I'm headed back up. Gonna close up the office and head to Home Depot for that pickup. I do feel better, especially after quick sugars went by. One of my interns needed some help with something. Now I'm gonna head out. Loaded my scooter into the front and set up the back so they can load all the pavers and things in. That is a dog scooter. Nobody get excited. It's a dog stroller. Nobody get excited. I always knew I'd end up that person one day, and now I am. They love it though. The girls absolutely love being pushed around the scooter. It's a stroller. At Home Depot, just hit on the app to get the stuff curbside. I do have a little bit of cash to tip the person that has to load all of that stuff. Hopefully they'll accept it. I know sometimes they don't. All of my stuff is in. The guy was super nice. He tried not to take the tip, but I ended up convincing him. It was $10, so I'm at $85 for this, plus the $8 I spent at Dollar Tree. My tenants actually just texted me and said they locked themselves out, asked me to meet them over there to let them in with the key. They like timed out the door code. So I'm gonna run home real quick, change, so that when I go to the house I can unload all of this stuff. So that'll only take me like 10-15 minutes. Got some gloves. Jacob's gonna help, and dogs are gonna come. All right, we're gonna offload all the stuff. Jacob's gonna bring it to the gate, and then I'm gonna load it over here. All that, and it's still tilting forward. Of course, I turned off the camera. It was still tilting forward, so we took all the pavers off and put the leveling foam down, put it back up. It's still not perfect, but it's a lot better. Well, that was miserable, but we got it up. Shower time. We are covered in mosquito bites, even though I put on bug spray, and in sand and sweat. But it's only like 6:30, so it went fairly fast. Showered. Now to use my very best friend for all the mosquito bites. Jacob, I would buy him dinner anywhere he wanted as a thank you for doing the thing. He picked Chewy's, which has a deal where if you bring a framed picture of a animal to put on their walls, they will give you a free appetizer. And my dinner order every time is the appetizer platter. So a cute picture of Stella is gonna get me a free meal, and I'm gonna get out of this pretty cheap. You excited? Yeah. He's wearing his shirt with my face on it, and Maggie's face, and Stella's face. By the way, I got the frame at a thrift store for $1, and the print was just like off a color printer, but it turned out really good. It's a good picture of Stella. Free appetizer plate, paid appetizer plate, Jacob's dinner. Names on it, so you can tell what the names are. Stella Bella. That's very sweet.
We got in and out pretty fast.
We did.
That's all nice.
So dinner was $30-something. After tip, it was $42, but we did save $13 on the appetizer platter by bringing in the dog photo, and it was so sweet. The manager, like the owners of this place, obviously have dogs. Either the manager, the owner came over, he had the photo that we gave our server in his hand, and he was like, "Whose dog is this? Tell me all about him." And then he had to tell us all about his boxer, and this place has dog photos everywhere. And we didn't find out about the deal until last time we came. Jacob pulled some photos of last time Stella came with us because they allowed dogs in the patio. And the manager was like, "You know we allow dogs here, right? Bring this dog here." It was
very sweet.
It was so sweet. And he was obviously like so passionate. He was telling us about like his family's dogs and asking about ours. We ended up giving him a Maggie sticker because I was at a Stella once. And he's like, "Next time bring a picture of Maggie." And then the time after that, bring a picture of both dogs. So I think we're set on essentially getting my meal free.
For a while, yeah.
For a while. And it saved some money, which is great. And we both really like that place. It's probably your favorite, right?
Yeah, it is actually.
So anyway, it was good. Food was fast and fresh. We have leftovers that I'll eat for lunch tomorrow, and a little bit of Jacob leftovers. Dogs will end up eating whatever we don't.
We had to have gotten in and out in less than an hour.
Yeah, it was really good, really fast, and I think it was fun to go out to dinner after having to do all that hard work. And now we don't have to clean or do dishes or anything.
Probably still gonna bake.
Bake something for tomorrow. Do you decide what?
Maybe cookies.
Cookies.
I don't want to do banana bread again because I took him those banana muffins a while back.
Jacob is well known for being the food provider at his office, and anytime he has like a meeting or something, he brings in baked goods, and they love him for it.
It was all my performance email.
2 years in a row. You can't be mad at the guy that brings fresh baked goods. They like quesadilla.
Of course they do. They love Mexican fruits.
Here's my outfit before I get comfy. Calling it for the night. For today, we're at $135.87. Hello, good morning. It is Thursday. It is 9:50 a.m. and I took the day off work, so I slept in, and now it is time to, Stella's tired too. Time to do the day. Today I'm going to pull some stuff out of my little shed, bring it over to the new house. I also need to go downtown to a printer and take just a quick look at a proof, and they've requested that I bring Stella because Stella is a friend there. So I'll do that as well, even though I'm off work today, it's fine. And then I'm gonna work on the new house for most of the day, and then I'm going to come home and do a Bridgerton watch party for the new season with my friend Jamie. We're gonna do that a little later. Jacob is actually gonna make like little cute Sarah food for it, and I know, honey, I know. Oh my goodness, dogs are so snuggly this morning. They don't want to eat. I don't know why. Maggie's right there. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Hopefully, get some stuff done. Okay, it's 10:30. Let's actually get up and get going. But if you can't do that on a day off, when can you? All right, let's get what I need out of here. I need the sawhorses, and if I can get to them, a shelf so that I can start loading stuff into the shed on the new property. So there have definitely been like little critters in there. Gross. So that box that has like an old tent in it that's probably completely dry rotten anyway has like mouse droppings on it. I've thrown like pest repellent stuff in there before, but it's an outdoor shed and we're near the woods. So I'm actually gonna clean this over at the new place, and I got what I need. Let's go. Car is loaded. That was gross. Washed my hands very thoroughly. I might eat some leftovers from last night before I go out because I need energy for the day. I've eaten. All this stuff is in my car. Stella's not happy about that piece of wood, but I need it. And we're gonna go check the proof from Integ and then go unload all this at the house. All right, let's get a coffee to fuel us for this. Stella's gonna get a pup cup, and I'm pretty sure that I have a free coffee in points at 7 Brew, so might be free. All right, drink is delicious, and it was indeed free. And I don't tip when I have a free drink. I don't love the idea of tipping on coffee at all, but if generally if like the person's really nice to Stella, I'll throw $1 at them, but I'm not going to tip on free. Also, I don't consider myself like a super generous tipper. Like I tip 20% at restaurants when there's service, and I realized today that tipping $10 for the guy who loaded all of that concrete crap into my car might seem excessive, but he saved me a ton of work of having to go and load all of that onto a cart and then load it into my car. I only had to offload it one time. I think that's absolutely worth some money. And he was incredibly nice, and he tried not to take the tip. So love Stella there. She got all the pets. The owner of this place actually also owns a estate sale company, and so we go to a lot of estate sales and see him there. The proof looks great, and Stella got lots of pets and gave lots of kisses. She's going to the bathroom now, and we're gonna go to the house, which is just a few blocks away, which is great. Be a better look. These are the stickers, part of a campaign to appreciate first-gen Aggies. All right, at the new house, gonna load in and clean all of the shelving and see what else I'm gonna do. Every single day I find more trash in the yard. Little pieces of glass, sometimes big pieces of glass. I don't know how they keep coming up. I guess just the world is sifting them out, and I might never be done picking up glass and trash from this yard, which is a freaking shame. These shelves that I got for $2.50 each at the Habitat Restore need to be cut down to fit in here. I want to extend these shelves out just so that this closet's a little bit more useful as a pantry. And I've got one more over there, so just the bottom three I'm gonna extend out. So I need to clean these, mark them, cut them. That's what I brought the sawhorses over for. And let's hope that I measure correctly. All right, they fit almost too well. too close, I'm gonna have to like pound them in. Let's use a new toy. Every time I do a big renovation, I buy myself a couple new toys, and this time this was the investment. It is, of course, a brad nailer. I'm going to essentially extend out the little supports for the shelf extensions. I have already checked, these are in studs. So I should be able to just, oh my God, that's so easy. I used Ryan's of this when I was doing the fake faces as something in my eye on the kitchen stuff. He had a slightly different model. This is really heavy. I kind of wish I had gotten a different, like a lighter version, but I have all DeWalt and Ryobi tools, and I didn't want to invest in new sets of batteries or chargers for either of those. So this will be okay. I'm not using it for a super long amount of time, but it is heavy. Let's get some more of these in here. Check that out. And then I'll just, well actually I can vertically nail in, and that's a double width shelf. Let's do it again. The OSB ones are just a tad thicker, but I think if I put just a little bead of caulk right here, it'll be fine. And this back shelf has kind of sagged with age and weight, I guess. I'm assuming this will kind of do the same. Still, this is so much more usable surface. Let me show you. So, hang on. We're essentially doubling the width. So before, it was just the back 11 inches of the cabinet. I was considering kind of taking them all the way out, and then there's a really deep shelf, but I think this is gonna be good. Yay! Daddy's coming to get you. I know you're bored. I know. Daddy's about to be here. I know, come on. See if I can finish this before he comes. And of course I'm out of nails. Far with this many. Have a mallet, where is it? Like I said, fits almost too good. I think I just deafened both of us. There's a baby. She's so excited Dad's here. House stuff is boring.
She's so ready to go.
Yeah, so ready. Look at what I did. You want? Jacob brought me gold medal Reese's as a snack. Okay, that closet is pretty much done. Now to paint, I think. So I gotta wait for that to dry before painting it, but I think that's pretty good. I think I'm gonna put something heavy on the top or the middle shelf in an effort to weigh it down a little bit in the middle because I think it'll hit flush if it does. I also think I'm going to start watching Netflix on my phone to kind of keep me going as I work on some of the rest of the stuff, so I'll check back in later. All right, I primed just the wood pieces and the fronts to cover the black, and I put some heavy stuff, so hopefully it'll kind of seal with the boards just ever so slightly bowed so there won't be a hiccup. All right, put the thing in the shed. Looks pretty good. I think it leveled nicely, so that's great. I can start storing some of the stuff in here. Very nice. I bought 3 extra pavers thinking, you know, one might break or something like that, but I'm gonna put them down to be bases for the little free libraries. It looks like I will need a couple more, but this is a start. I'll need at least 3 more there, but I'm not super worried about them being like perfectly level because the little free libraries don't actually weigh that much, and I can always adjust them. Quick update, it's raining outside. I went on a side quest to add feet to this desk that we got for Jacob for in here. It's just a little low, it's antique, and we're both kind of tall people. So I'm taking off these extremely scary little things. I'm gonna pound those out and then adding feet. I'm not sure whether they'll do on just the ends or if I need to do the centers too. I guess I'll try just the ends and then flip it and see if that's adequate. I also pulled one of the drawers out because I need to get some touch-up paint for it. So I think that looks pretty good, but I'm wondering if I just put 2 more at the back, if that would help stabilize the middle. It's not a heavy desk, but I also don't want it to strain. I'm gonna put 2 more at the back. It's raining really hard outside, so I'm glad I got the shed stuff done, but I also know that at this point, this desk is not what I need to be working on to finish this house. That is what I need to be working on, and like the little painting things. I was kind of trying to do this as a break, and it still took energy. Rain has lifted slightly. I measured the bathroom closet to get shelving for there. At this point, I'm not really being productive. It's 4 p.m., so I'm gonna call it. Wow, one of my branches fell down just now, apparently. Terrifying drive home. It is raining and storming so bad. There are roads that are flooding. In fact, at the end of this street, my cul-de-sac, you can see that like the road is completely washed out down there. That's insane. There's actually like kind of a sinkhole over at that end where the soil has fallen away. God, I'm gonna have to call Jacob and tell him not to take that way. Oh good, the $10,000 drainage system I put in there is not holding up to this amount of rain. And the door's open. I'm gonna close that real quick. Sometimes the little output where the drainage system flows to gets a little backed up. So I'm gonna go clear that. Flowing, but got any grass out of the way. Look at that. I called my tenant too and said, don't take that side of the loop because that could wash a car away. Look at this. That's backing up really fast. Neighbors that's in the house where her driveway is completely, essentially flooded. She can park out here because we only have 3 cars between the 2 units. Oof, not good. All right, the water has slightly abated from there. I made sure the output was clean. My tenant got in okay. Jacob's still on his way home though. Guess I'm just gonna go ahead and shower and stuff. I called the water district and they actually asked me to send them photos. Apparently the drain line collapsed a couple weeks ago and they're still waiting for a part to come in, but the photos will help. Maybe they can come like pump some of it out. Making some chicken salad. Some leftover chicken that Jacob made. I shredded it. I'm also doing some grapes that have been quartered. A green apple that has been diced very finely. Chicken already has a bunch of salt and pepper. Fortunately, the rain seems to have abated and some sort of truck came out from the city, and now the road is no longer flooded, which is great. Jacob still hasn't made it home, but he'll be here soon. And as you can tell, I have showered and gotten dressed for Bridgerton. Some chopped pecans I'm gonna add in. Now some salt and pepper. I love chicken salad and I haven't had it in forever. Some people are gonna think this is unhinged, but it's delicious. Here's my Bridgerton themed dinner. Some little cookies, fruit, chicken salad sandwich, and some goat cheese crackers. Getting ready to watch Bridgerton. All right, Jamie and I are gonna watch Bridgerton.
Yay!
Hey, this is some bullshit. Netflix has added some sort of technology where you can't see anything if you're sharing your screen on Zoom. Jamie and I both have Netflix. We just wanted to watch it at the same time, but we can't screen share. That's frustrating. It's frustrating and greedy. All right, so we had to download Teleparty and do it with that, but that was still annoying, and now that app has access to all of my crap. All right, so we watched 3 of the 4 episodes that dropped, and I've read the book, so I know it's not going to happen, but I am totally team Lord Devling. Colin has not suffered, like, at all, and I need him to. Pin deserves better. Enough said. All right, going to bed. I'll see you guys on Friday. Bye. Happy Friday. I just found a flea on Maggie, even though they're not due for their flea stuff for another week. So I had to just flea treat the dogs. At least all of the storm water's gone. I know. Come on. Hey, come on. Little one's out. Little one's out. Come on. Little out. Stella. 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 Stella baby. Rory is going to get like a bath, a nail trim, and a furmination today. So she'll get flea treated after. All right. Good girl. I hate the flea stuff. It smells bad. It smells bad. I know, but it's better than itchies. So, getting into work, $0 spent yesterday, but I already had a tenant call for the new 1-1 unit. The washer that I bought is apparently not working, so I called Ryan to dispatch him over there to check it, because he was the one that checked it before it was bought and installed it, and hopefully it's not a dud, because if so, that was a waste of some money, but we'll deal with it either way. I also had an appointment for a video shoot today get canceled, which is honestly kind of nice. So now I don't have to go in at like 4 p.m. to campus and do a video shoot. We can just focus on other stuff today. I actually need to do my annual performance review today, so trying to pump myself up mentally for like extolling all of my positive attributes. This dress, which I bought on Poshmark and wore once and just kind of decided it wasn't really my style, so I relisted it sold for 19 bucks, so I'll make $15 off of that. I'm gonna throw it in a package, drop it off on the way to, or at some point during my errands today when I pass the post office. All right, the house is a sty, but this is what I'm wearing today. Let's go get Rory bathed. Rory actually hates rides at this point. She's shaking. She'll be okay though. We're going for a ride. All right. Have the packages. Jacob actually left something at home. I need to run by his office. Let's get going. Everybody's using the little free library. I really hope it's not the person that keeps leaving chick tracks in there. At Scent Hound. Just getting her nails trimmed is usually like 15, 18 bucks. So this is very much worth it. Come on. I thought this was going to be like a you wait in the lobby situation, but it's so much better. They're like, it's probably going to take about an hour because I'm just a few minutes early. And they're like, and then you have up to 2 hours after to come get her. There is an estate sale like 15 minutes down the road on this side of town that I remember bookmarking. So I'm gonna go do that while Rory's getting her bath. That's exciting. Also, they suggested a like soothing oatmeal shampoo. And yeah, that's gonna be great because she's, you know, just a little flaky these days. So she was fine, she was a little scared, but she's always scared these days. She's a very old girl, very sweet. She'll be okay. Normally come this far out to go to an estate sale. It's just way on the other side of where I live, but we are in like a rich area where not only are the houses really nice, but they've got like acreage around them. So this is exciting. I love this window, and unfortunately, it looks like the washer dryer just sold. Prices aren't too bad either. I also saw this miter saw in the ad, but I did not see that price. I cannot afford that. Table saw for $100 isn't bad. I have nowhere to store it though. Oh, hello. $5 for this big storage thing. It's a little gross, but hey. This old doctor's bag with stuff in it. These are such nice clamps. A little rich for my blood though. That for a grand total of $7, I got the patio box and this nice pair of snips. So Rory is now gonna have to ride up front, which she's gonna hate. That's fine. This is gonna be really nice storage for the new place. And if I decide I don't want it, the new tenants were talking about getting storage, so maybe I could give it to them. Where the pricing at estate sales is always so weird. This is the first day of it since it's Friday, so everything will be half off tomorrow. So I feel like they kind of price it for when it's eventually half off. Some stuff, phenomenal price, like this box. Yeah, it's a little faded, but it's not cracked, it's not broken or anything like that. Same with the tools. They were all somewhat reasonably priced, but then in some of the rooms there was like a old Brighton sunglass case with a pair of prescription glasses in it for $20. I'm like, eh. And then there was a lot of kind of like faux Louis Vuitton and stuff like that, which just isn't really my style. Though those seem to be priced fairly appropriately. It was a huge house, like 6 bedrooms, massive back patio, beautiful, beautiful home. So that was fun. It's only 12:09. Rory's appointment was at 11:45, so the Goodwill that I never get to go to, the nice new one, is over on this side of town too, and it's on the way back to Scent Hound. So let's do that. More tenant issues. They're trying to get the internet set up, and apparently the service wires in the attic have been cut on both sides when they had Optimum out there trying to set up theirs. So that's gonna be like another $200, but the service person can do it. So I'll go by later and pay for that. One of those things like wasn't necessarily anticipating, but I did not expect it. So that's fine. Get that done. We're at the Goodwill in College Station now. Shop around a little bit and then go get Rory. I don't think I can leave him here. He needs a home. Oh my God. It's Kermit. Somebody got rid of their old multi-level marketing LuLaRoe backstock. It's a little pilled. It's cute. I love embroidery. So I like the shirt, but it's $7 and the line is kind of long. Not moving fast. It's already that pilled. I don't really want to spend $7 for a shirt that's already at the end of its life. So I'm actually grateful when the lines are long because it gives you time to really think. I really liked that top. I like the color, I like the embroidery, but it was already like pilling and just wasn't in the best condition, and it was $7, which I feel like is a little much. That said, now I know that brand, Savannah Jane, and that size will work on me, so I'll look out for future stuff with that. Also, I decided somebody else will have to adopt the teddy bear. I loved him, but all of my stained glass is like floral motifs, and I'm just not sure he would fit. Someone will adopt him. They also called me while I was there and said Rory's not dealing with the clippers for the nail trim very well, which, yeah, they asked if they could grind her. So I'm sure she'll be very ready for me to pick her up by the time I get over there, which is only like a minute away. $6.01 coffee and a pup cup for Rory. So as soon as she gets in, she gets that positive reinforcement and hopefully doesn't feel like the world is completely ending. So for the day, I spent $7 so far and then $6.01, and I'm about to spend $39 here, plus tax and stuff, I think. I don't think they're quite ready with her yet, but I'm gonna go in and loiter. We're very clean, very unhappy. Okay, that ended up being $50. Made it to Jacob. This is one of his other, my face and the dog's face's shirts. It's your daddy.
Were you bad at the scent hound?
We just did not want to get our nails clipped.
We've been clipping your nails for your entire life.
There was a $10 upcharge for nail grinding. She was that bad. What do you think of the box I got?
Well, I'm happy for you. Hello.
Okay, we're going home. Oh, do you like campus? Got the stuff I needed. Rory got some pets. All right, we are home. Little girls are good. I'm having some cereal because I am starving. Gonna work on work stuff for the next few hours. Washer dryer update. So I got this washer dryer off of Facebook Marketplace for $300. I had Ryan go and look at it. He's like, everything seems fine. I'd buy them. He installs them. Unfortunately, they use the washer for the first time tonight, and they're like, it's getting stuck on like an FE code because it's a higher tech washer. And I called around. The normal service people that I would use for this don't do LG, and because apparently they're expensive and hard to work with. And they were like, and I was like, okay, well, do you know anyone that does? And they said, oh, we only can advise you to call the company, which they just said are expensive and difficult to work with. I called another place that supposedly does it, and that guy was snarky as hell. So I'm just gonna get a different washer and kind of cut my losses on that one. I'm not going to spend $300 to replace or to get a washer serviced that I only spent $300 for the set on, which could be why she was getting rid of it, though she said everything was fine. So I'll be shopping. Oh, and the second guy I talked to tried to tell me like, oh, it's going to cost you $900 to get a new front load washer. I'm like, it will not, and I won't get a front load. I'll get a top load one that's less complicated. There's a Whirlpool one brand new for $500 on Lowe's right now. There are a handful of them. I don't know. I didn't like him. Didn't like him at all. So unfortunately, that's going to cost me some money. I need to do some research, but I need to do it later because I've got a couple more hours of work to do. I am making good progress, but I do owe my new tenants a new washer, though. They're being super nice about it. It worked when we tested it, but not apparently with a bunch of stuff. All right, dryer's dead. New one is ordered. That'll be delivered tomorrow for $265. It is used. It is off the marketplace, but it's from like an appliance dealer that I've worked with before. His stuff is good. He's got all great reviews. It is a Kenmore like electrical panel thing. I also checked their dryer. Dryer's all good. Also having a little issue with the stove, but that just was a breaker thing. So I had to run out on that real quick. While I was over there, I also had to sign over a check for $180 for the Suddenlink Optimum Internet person to run a new line. Apparently that was cut at some point before I bought the place, which also fine. I hadn't tried to set up internet yet, so I was anticipating there being some sort of problem. But we are down $180 for today and $265 for tomorrow. I'm not gonna buy washers and dryers that have too many panels and sensors. Maggie still has the bone I gave her earlier today. I know, it's very valuable treasure. I was so horrifically mosquito bitten that I had to take a Benadryl, which knocked me out. I finished work around 7, took a nap until 9, had a little like kind of box mix dinner of pasta that Jacob made me. I'm now doing a little bit of computer stuff. I'm gonna go right back to bed again. Not a favorite. I've got like the calamine lotion right here. It rained so bad yesterday and mosquitoes are just awful. We are at $227 for the day. That includes the $50 for Rory's wash and vet appointment. $180 of that was for the internet line for my tenants to be installed, which is of course business expense. $7 at the yard sale, $6 for coffee, and then a positive $15 for the dress that I sold and shipping off of Poshmark. So that's where we are for the day. Hi, it's Saturday. Jacob and I went to a yard sale. He dropped me off at the new place so that I could sign and pay for a new washer for the unit next door. It looks great, and I'm gonna spray my yard with this mosquito stuff because I'm still dying and it's bad. I mosquito sprayed the yard, and Jacob came back with coffee and dogs, and guess what?
They couldn't get their iPad to work, so we got the drink for free and the pop cups for free. Though they may not charge for them.
The pop cups are always free, but yeah, free drink, yay. Garage sales were a bust, so now we're at Goodwill. Jacob pulled out the dog stroller. Didn't buy anything at Goodwill. The line was really long. We just didn't really find anything, but lots of people loved on Stella, and Maggie got to see people but not have people get too close to her. So the stroller is great. And I'm hopeless. The little clips for the Pottery Barn medicine cabinets continue to elude me. Commence, stand at the end of the aisle and look sad. It's worked 100% of the time previously. $54, and almost 2 hours later, I had everything I needed except the paint, which the line was really long there. We'll get the paint another day. I ended up getting this kind of particle type board. Honestly, it was all in kind of bad condition, but it's fine. It's gonna be permanent shelves. I'll caulk around them, baseboard, and some very finicky hardware that took forever to find. We did a lot of cleaning today and didn't spend a single cent. I also did several hours of computer work, and I feel pretty good going into the next week. That's it. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.